Here are 12 frugal celebrities who are enormously wealthy, but stayed humble. From limiting their monthly budgets to buying from thrift stores, their humble ways may come as a shock to you. Number 12. Shailene Woodley. $12 million. Shailene Woodley, a familiar face since her teenage years, has always remained authentic. She's always avoided the glitz and glamour that comes with fame. With a net worth of $12 million, she's chosen a frugal life. For years, she had a nomadic lifestyle, living out of a carry-on suitcase and couch surfing among friends. In the summer of 2016, she even lived in an RV for months. And when it comes to handling her finances, Shailene is a savvy budgeter. She once revealed that her frugal habits stem from her childhood experiences. She said, "I was fortunate to grow up without a ton of money, but we never had to worry about not having enough." She was only 10 years old when she recognized the value of hard work and started to babysit. This instilled in her a deep appreciation for the value of money. Even though Shailene Woodley is a dedicated worker, her ultimate aim was never just immense wealth. She shared that she never felt the need for excessive riches and emphasized her love for the rewards of hard work. And she even proudly declared that she's one of the thriftiest people around. For her, the sentimental value outweighs the cost. Plus, she actively seeks ways to be eco-conscious and reduce waste. The star has discovered a fantastic way to align her frugality with environmental responsibility. As a part of her effort, she exclusively buys used clothing, promoting both sustainability and wise spending. Shailene Woodley's purchases show that she's an environmentally responsible person, working to reduce her footprint on the planet. Just like her, the next celebrity on our list chose a humble home and loves to follow eco-friendly practices. Number 11. Jack Johnson. $23 million. Jack Johnson is a musician with a devoted following and multiple hit albums. But despite his immense success, he chooses to fly in economy class, and he lives in a simple yet beautiful home in Hawaii. He and his family enjoy their life at the modest Oahu hillside home, which is blessed with a breathtaking ocean view. Jack prefers a peaceful atmosphere and to stay away from distractions. He doesn't even have cable television. And he doesn't exactly enjoy fame either, so he sees the privacy of his home away from the city as a benefit because he can stay clear of the media frenzy. He enjoys being able to walk around the street where not one person will recognize him. He says he likes that people know his music better than his face. In fact, that's why most of his album covers only feature silhouettes. He is indeed a down-to-earth soul in the world of music and a rare gem. In 2008, his concert tour earnings soared to over $22 million. What makes this even more extraordinary is that every dollar earned went toward founding the Johnson Ohana Charitable Foundation. This foundation is committed to supporting the environment, art, and music education. And here's the inspiring part. Jack Johnson continues to donate 100% of his tour profits to this noble fund. He exemplifies the power of success used for positive change. Emmett Malloy, Jack's co-manager, confirms his humility, saying that Jack is very down-to-earth. Jack Johnson has stayed true to himself, and this helped him to succeed without losing sight of who he is. And coming up next is a celebrity who tries her best to remain true to her simple beliefs. Number 10. Julia Fox. $30 million. Julia Fox is famous for her glamorous image, but her fans were shocked to the core after seeing her other side. She recently opened up about her choice for a simpler life. In a TikTok video, Julia warmly welcomed fans into her cozy New York City apartment, which she shares with her son, Valentino. And people had mixed opinions after the apartment tour. Some applauded her approach to life. At the same time, others raised eyebrows at her decision to live in a modest space. But Julia Fox had a brilliant explanation of her perspective. While she can afford a larger place, she prefers normalcy for her son. All she wants for him is to stay grounded and not lose touch with the real world. She emphasized that she herself grew up in the real world, and that's an experience she cherishes. Julia's plans are clear. She wants her son to grow up with humility, empathy, and a connection to reality. Just like Julia, our upcoming star opts for a carefree approach to life and enjoys keeping things simple. Number 9. Rob Gronkowski. $45 million. It's truly remarkable when someone doesn't get carried away with their wealth, and instead, they keep a low profile. One example is Rob Gronkowski, the legendary player from the New England Patriots. He's famous for his amazing career on the football field and his outgoing personality. But he achieved something equally fascinating. Rob won the Super Bowl 4 times and earned a whopping $70 million during his 11-year NFL journey. But guess what? He never spent a single penny of it. He defied expectations in the most humble way. Rob Gronkowski chose to live by using the income from endorsements only. His impressive list of sponsors includes Dunkin' Donuts, Visa, T-Mobile, Lyft, Cheerios, Monster Energy Drink, Tide, and a memorable USAA commercial. The footballer shared some inspiring insights surrounding finances in his book, It's Good to Be Gronk. He revealed that he didn't splurge on expensive cars, flashy jewelry, and tattoos. What's even more surprising is that he still proudly wears his favorite high school jeans. Rob's modest lifestyle and prioritizing financial stability have helped him to enjoy life both on and off the field while securing his future. But the next celebrity's frugal lifestyle is all down to her life experiences. Number 8. Mila Kunis. $75 million. Mila Kunis, the talented actress famous for roles in Black Swan, Bad Moms, and the iconic sitcom That 70s Show, is an inspiration in more than one way. Despite her immense wealth, she holds on to the values she learned as an immigrant. Mila's perspective about the value of money is due to her upbringing. Her parents made sure that she understood the importance of hard work. She's a prime example of no matter how successful you get, never forget the values of your past. Mila once admitted that before marrying the actor Ashton Kutcher, she was cautious about her spending habits. And she still is, despite her husband reassuring her that it's okay to spend a few dollars on something you love. But you know what they say about good values, they don't go away easily. And that's the case with Mila Kunis. She holds on to her thrifty tendencies in an effort to minimize waste. She believes in the value of conserving resources and making mindful choices. Now, that's an excellent example of finding a balance between being economical and enjoying life. Mila even loves a discount, like Groupon for dining. And you won't believe this one. For her big day, she bought wedding bands for the two of them from Etsy in the $90 to $100 range. Mila Kunis shows us that you don't need to flash your cash to have a good time. Just like her, the next celebrity on our list has a similar lifestyle. Number 7. Keira Knightley. $80 million. The famous British actress Keira Knightley sets a shining example of savvy financial planning. Keira told Glamour magazine that her annual allowance is just $50 grand. This might seem substantial to many of us, but it's only a fraction of her earnings from hit films like Atonement and Love Actually. Looking at her hit projects, it would be an understatement that her views on money are pretty simple. She believes that living a lavish lifestyle can isolate you from those who don't have as much money. And the best thing is that her most cherished moments have occurred in modest settings. Keira doesn't shy away when it comes to setting an example for the public. Her wedding wasn't glamorous or extravagant. Instead, it was the complete opposite. Her marriage with English musician James Wrighton was simple and intimate. The couple had invited only 11 guests at the ceremony, and there were just 50 at the reception. Interestingly, she chose not to overspend on new makeup or clothing for her special day. She opted for a laid-back approach, recycling her beloved beauty items and wearing a Chanel dress she already owned. She could have afforded a brand new designer dress, 1,000 guests, and a swanky location. But she just didn't think all that spending would make the day any better. It turned out she was right. To Keira Knightley, life means valuing meaningful moments, regardless of their humble origins. Coming up next is a celebrity who adopted a frugal lifestyle in an effort to heal Mother Nature. Number 6. Lenny Kravitz. $90 million. Meet Lenny Kravitz, the legendary rock star. While rock and roll can be all about flashy parties and big mansions, Kravitz is a surprisingly frugal environmental conservationist. He lives on a ranch and tends to his own veggies. You might show him a compost bin crawling with worms, and he would see it as an opportunity. He's been a vegetarian for years, long before it was cool, promoting the goodness of plant-based eating. He chose the Bahamas location for his home specifically because of how easy it is to grow his own food there. His garden supplies most of what he eats, and it's all vegan and mostly raw. And Lenny Kravitz is not just into music, he's a big advocate for making the world a better place. He supports education, fights for human rights, and champions environmental conservation. Lenny Kravitz's green living is pretty impressive, but the next celebrity on our list seems to be giving Kravitz a run for his money. Number 5. Christian Bale, $130 million. Despite playing Batman in a billion-dollar franchise, Oscar winner Christian Bale does not lead an extravagant lifestyle. He's one of Hollywood's most humble and down-to-earth men. Christian Bale owns a small house in Santa Monica, and for a while, he and his family even shared an apartment. We live in an era where even breathing without a phone is impossible. But he defied this concept and lived years without a cell phone. He once said in an interview that wealth doesn't mean anything to him. He added, "If a robber broke into my house, he'd burst into tears." It's not just Christian's house that's modest. He still drives a 2003 Toyota Tacoma, and it's quite something to see him still driving that truck. Plus, he doesn't surround himself with assistants or security when running everyday errands like groceries or grabbing coffee. I guess he doesn't need all that. After all, who'd believe it really was Batman driving around in that Toyota? Hollywood is often associated with opulence, but Christian Bale stands out against this trend. And the next person on our list also prefers a relaxed lifestyle. Number 4. Jennifer Lawrence, $175 million. Jennifer Lawrence is often celebrated as a shining example of frugality. Even her meteoric rise to fame didn't stop her from living the thrifty life. At the young age of 23, Lawrence set an impressive example of financial responsibility. This made her an ideal role model for those who are still developing their money management skills. She was born into a middle-class family in Louisville, and she attributes her values to her parents. She claims she was raised to value and respect money, even if you have a lot of it. She also said she's grateful to have a family that would never let her turn into a diva. Jennifer keeps her finances simple and relatable. Firstly, she lives in a modest 3-bedroom apartment in Los Angeles, and she's owned the place for several years. She made it clear that she doesn't have any plans to splurge on a lavish house. Plus, J-Law chooses not to hire personal assistants for her shopping needs. And she loves clipping coupons like the average person. While some celebrities favor high-end stores, Jennifer opts for a more down-to-earth approach. She's mindful about valet parking expenses and drives an economical car. In fact, she still drives the same Volkswagen she's had for years. Even after her Best Actress win in Silver Linings Playbook, Jennifer kept it practical by picking a Chevy Volt for $39 grand. She still looks for bargains when she goes to the market. She says that sometimes she splashes out by letting people park her car for her, but she seems like she'd rather keep that $4 she has to pay for the valet service. But she's made one thing clear. She's not the one to spend money on unnecessary indulgences, not even on something as simple as a Snickers bar. Her dedication to a modest lifestyle is so deeply ingrained that she once shared an amusing incident. She confessed to accidentally making a $500 order of gummy bears while spending time with Lenny Kravitz. I guess nobody's perfect when it comes to money. Jennifer Lawrence's dedication to a humble way of life is reflected in every aspect of her existence. The next celebrity on our list seems to share her values. Number 3. Dave Grohl, $330 million. Dave Grohl is the frontman of the Foo Fighters, and he's not the stereotypical rock star we might all imagine. His rock star lifestyle stands out from the crowd, and that's something to look up to. In his downtime, Dave lives a regular, down-to-earth life. He prioritizes taking care of his family and doesn't make spontaneous purchases. And he's not in the field to gather more money. It's his passion for music that motivates him to work harder. Dave's perspective on money is unique. He doesn't let it consume him or dictate his life. Instead, he thinks of it as a tool that provides him with the freedom to pursue his passions without constant worry. His choice of a modest, shared family car and a reasonably sized home reflects his grounded nature. And he's not trying to impress anyone with extravagant possessions. The only thing that he treasures is his studio. Dave Grohl calls his studio, Studio 606, his gold mine. And it makes perfect sense for him to invest in that. After all, that's what his livelihood depends on. Dave Grohl's approach to wealth highlights the fact that success isn't solely measured by extravagant display of riches. It's all about following your passion and finding freedom and fulfillment in your decisions. And our next celebrity is another A-lister, who's often mistaken as an ordinary guy. Number 2. Adam Sandler, $420 million. Adam Sandler, a Hollywood A-lister, shines brightly in his own unique way. While he may not follow the latest trends, his consistent choice of relaxed attire has transformed him into a fashion icon. Now, his fashion journey did have a fair share of questionable moments, but he remains unapologetically himself. And he sticks to his signature look: loose-fitting t-shirts, extra roomy basketball shorts, and comfy sneakers. If you ever spot him somewhere, you might think he's ready for a post-school basketball game. His co-stars and friends adore his quirky style. Many sources have even reported on him wearing slippers to his own movie premieres. It's amazing to think that an actor with a net worth of nearly $500 million still sticks to his modest style. But what does he do for enjoyment if he's not spending loads of cash? Well, Adam is often seen strolling through the streets of New York, enjoying a jar of pickles. In May 2021, he proved he was just like us, as he waited in line for 30 minutes at IHOP. Besides his one-of-a-kind style and frugal lifestyle, Adam is also a kind-hearted person. He not only donates to noble causes, but also utilizes his talents to raise awareness and funds for autism. Adam Sandler's choices teach us that being comfortable in your own skin is timeless and valuable. And the last celebrity on our list takes things to a whole new level. Number 1. Chow Yun-fat, $715 million. Chow Yun-fat has been gracing the screen for more than 4 decades now, and he has a staggering net worth of 5.6 billion HKD, which equals $715 million. With such a massive amount of wealth, it's natural to think that he must have a luxurious lifestyle, but that's a big misconception. Chow Yun-fat is living the life of a normal person. He's a simple man who prefers using public transport. Instead of spending money, he prefers to focus more on helping others. He made a shocking claim once that his monthly expenditure is only $102. And he isn't into the latest gadgets or fashion trends either. In fact, he used his first-generation Nokia phone for over 17 years. He only switched to a smartphone after his Nokia stopped working. Plus, he shops at discount stores, and for him, comfort is everything. Instead of chasing material wealth, he dedicates his free time to healthy habits like hiking and jogging. His wife Jasmine shared that they've planned to donate their wealth to various charities, but they went a different route instead. Together, they founded their own charity, and Jasmine fully supports his decision to give back. When asked why he was giving away his fortune, Chow Yun-fat replied with a smile and, "The money's not mine. I'm just keeping it safe for now." Chow Yun-fat is truly happy when he's living the simple life. And there you have it. These 12 celebrities prove that you don't have to be flashy if you're crazy rich. Now, if you want to discover even more jaw-dropping celebrity fortune, click to watch our next video. Celebrities who are way richer than you think. You won't believe your eyes.